And they say they want to work on the relationship, but the actions aren't exactly matching up. And then they say they're going to try harder or they're going to do better. Can you believe them? Dr. John Deloney puts it as behavior is a language. They can say whatever they need to say to appease you. And they may follow it through with a week or 2 or 3 weeks of being on their bestest behavior. But eventually they will slide back into who they are. Healing and trying to salvage a relationship takes 2 people. Okay? Neither one of you are fully to blame, and neither one of you are fully scot-free of not having to do the healing work, because both of you created the relationship you now have. Now, yes, one of you may be the more toxic partner. Okay? Chances are it's probably not the one watching this, but that's neither here nor there. But behavior is a language. So while they may be promising you the world, what is their actions and their behaviors telling you? Not if he wanted to, he would, but in a sense of, if I say I want to save a marriage, what actions are they taking on their end to come up with ideas and or solutions and or do their own work of salvaging the relationship? Or are they just giving you lip service to appease you, to get you off their case for a little bit, and then they're just going to go right back to doing what they do? Okay? So by all means, go in with trust, but the reason why you don't trust him is because he's not operating in integrity. He's saying one thing and doing another. So if you remove the words of what someone says to you, and this applies for more than just marriages, but just relationships, right, in general, or situationships, what are their actions communicating to you? Do you feel safe in that partnership? Is there a level of respect and trust in that partnership? If not, then why are we in it? Okay, cool, you're married. Awesome, love that for you. What kind of partner do you have? Are they somebody who values the terms of a marriage, which is not just in sickness and in health, rich or poor, but to love and cherish? Do you feel loved? Do you feel cherished? Right? So part of that may be that you need to get them to go to therapy, or say, we're going to therapy. And if they don't show up, there's your action, right? There's their behavior. Their behavior will show their intentions. Because if their intentions are not to do whatever it takes to salvage the relationship, then you have your answer. And same for you. There may be things that you're not willing to do to salvage the relationship, and your behavior will reflect that as well. But don't always believe the words if they don't match the actions, especially if they have a long history of not honoring their word. And the best advice I can give you is recognize that you cannot control anyone else. You cannot manipulate anyone else. You can influence them, sure, but you are responsible for your reactions, beliefs, actions, thoughts, feelings. That is your realm of mastery. Okay? So whether they choose to save their marriage or not, you can still go on a healing journey and become your best self. And that best self, who has a lot of self-love, self-worth, self-confidence, because you've done the healing work and you recognize what a gift it is to have access to you and be in partnership with you, you may find that that person is not deserving of that because they're unwilling to reciprocate, at a minimum, the level of which you're willing to give. And then you get to decide from there. Is that something that you're okay with or not okay with? Look, if you want to be in a crappy marriage and you want, because of your belief systems or whatever, zero judgment, then go live your best life in spite of the grumpy marriage. And just recognize your marriage is going to be the thing that sucks most in your life, but everything else can be freaking amazing. That's available to you too. You get choice. You get a choice in all of this. You get a say in all of this. And while you can have healthy boundaries with your partner, being like, we're going to go to therapy, and if you do not choose to go to therapy, then I guess we're not going to have a relationship, because I will not do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore. Your health is going to be most impacted by the person that you choose to do life with. Right? So it's fine to go through a bumpy season, even a rough couple of years, but at some point somebody's got to draw the line in the sand and go, we can't keep down this path. It's not going to be okay for either of us, and we're both miserable. So are we going to either grieve the thing that we had and rebuild something new, or are we going to drag each other down in a fight and be miserable for the rest of our lives? Or are we going to call it a loss and go heal ourselves and then go actually find partnership that resonates with us individually, that's not with each other? No right or wrong, good or bad. You get to choose, though. So you're going to wait on somebody else so that you can live your best life? You might be waiting a long time. You can start to do the healing work even when your partnership is not ideal. As long as you're not in physical danger, if it's just toxic, you can still heal And I promise you, when you have more clarity on what you want, what you deserve, what you believe in, some of these decisions will be way more clear. I wish you the best. Big hugs, sis. And my name's Tara. I'm on a mission to create a self-aware army because it's lonely in these self-aware streets.